Okay, I think I have this up. I think everything is working, everybody. Oh, I have to pop the chat out. I can't see you guys yet. Let's see here. There we go. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Tara. Hope you guys are doing good too. Thank you, Stephanie. I'm glad it's working. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I have all my stuff here. My computer's up here and I was having trouble typing when I was setting everything up, so I got this little keyboard. I'm gonna get everything out of the way here in just a minute. I have no idea how to tell how many people are on, and I know I'm late. So I might have to just get started and hopefully people join us. Today I have, my enamel pins are here. They came and I have two different designs and I was going to show those to you guys. And there's 5 people here. Okay. That's good. It's better than nobody. I was going to show you those and then, I have, here, let's get this out of the way now. I don't think I need it for a minute. I put some, you probably can't tell, but which pages have it? This is the first page. So, this is just a Canson mixed media sketchbook, and I put some of this pastel ground on these pages. I wanted to test it out. I can zoom you guys in a little bit, maybe. I wanted to test it out in here and see what I think for using with soft pastels. Hi, Melissa. So today's just going to be like a fun day. I'm going to swatch. I pulled all my soft pastels out, all of them that I own. They're all here. Hi, Tracy. And I just want to try this pastel ground with all of my pastels and just see how it swatches and if I'm happy with it, and show you my pins and just chat. I am tired today, so Sorry about that, everybody. I did not sleep well the last 2 nights. It was right before when my biologic treatment was due for my Crohn's. So Melissa, I'm so glad you're here too. I have not, I'm tired, and my Crohn's is not doing great because I need my shot. It's like it wears off a little bit right before it's due. So the last 2 nights I've been up because it hasn't been great. And then I had my biologic shot this morning, which always makes me headachy and tired. So I wasn't up to doing the oil pastel today. So I'm sorry about that. Thanks for the hugs, Tracy, and thank you, Melissa. I wasn't up to pulling out the oil pastel today. It seemed like too much today. So we are going to look at my pins, and we will just try all my soft pastels and just chat and have fun. So I'm going to pull my box of pins up. I only got 30 of each design to start with because I don't know if they're going to sell. I'm actually kind of nervous to show people these because I had someone tell me they didn't like them. So I know my taste isn't to everybody's taste, so it's okay if not everybody likes them, but I hope enough people like them that it's not a total waste of time. But I have 2 designs, and we're gonna look at them. In case anybody, if you've been following, you've probably been seeing me doing lots of bird artwork. So my whole first shop update, like other than like originals and prints, is going to be like bird themed. I like birds, so hopefully other people do too. And so I have 2 pins, and they're both birds. So here's my box of pins, and I have 30 of each, and that's it. When they're gone, they're gone. Here, I've got one out. So my first one here is a little blue jay. Oh, good. I'm not the only one who likes birds. And let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here. Wrong way. Will that focus? Oh, it's reversed again. Here we go. So this is the blue jay. It's on a gold metal base. I don't know if that's hard to see or not. There. Can you see it? I got to remember to look for yeah. So that's the blue jay. And this is the back. It's got WWS from Winterwood Studio on the back and some little silicone clutches. So that's the blue jay. Thank you. I'm glad somebody else likes them. And then my other one is my goldfinch. And this is kind of my favorite one. It's a little bit bigger. I think this one is bigger from end to end. I think this one was exactly 2 inches, and this one is 1.75 inches. And let's see if I can line that up there. So this is a goldfinch sitting on a coneflower, and this is also a gold medal one. And I wasn't super happy with the stem color, but I had to do Pantone swatches. And I couldn't find a green that I super liked. So that's the only thing I wasn't super happy with. But you have to do what you have to do with, there we go. Let's see if I can focus. Focus. Okay. It just states bird. That's great. I just like them. So those are the 2 pins that I did, and like I said, there's 30 of each, although I probably will keep one of each for me, maybe keep a couple for gifts. So I don't know, maybe there'll only be like 25 of each. We'll see. I'm so glad you guys like them. I was actually nervous to show them because I was afraid. I don't know. I was afraid, but I like birds. And I wanted it to be something I liked and my art, so thank you, you guys. I'm glad other people like them. My shop is not open yet. My website is up, so it's www.winterwoodstudio.com. But the launch is not official yet. I haven't opened. There's I don't know if I still have it down here. The only thing in my shop right now is my secret sauce book for starting, like, stuff you need to be like an art business. I hope they're a good size. I was afraid that they were going to be too big, but looking at them now, I think they're, I think they're all right for the size. Yeah, I think they're okay. I wanted it to be big enough that you could see the details. And I know for this one for sure, if I had gone down any smaller, they said like the black wouldn't have been in his back. And I wanted to make sure that he had the black in it. So I'm thinking the shop will launch, somewhere, I'm hoping somewhere early to mid-September. I do have Blue Jay themed washi tape coming. And goldfinch themed washi tape coming as well, along with I'm doing printable vinyl stickers that are big, and then sticker sheets with multiple birds. The other birds, I have the Baltimore Oriole I did with markers, and I have an owl, and I'm going to work on a cardinal. Bluebirds and doves. That would be, that would be gorgeous. I was looking at indigo buntings because I was thinking I'd like to do another bluebird, but a bluebird would be great too. So I'm waiting on the washi tape still. And then once that's here, then I will start planning like, the actual launch. The washi tape, I have 50 each of those coming. So again, once those are gone, they're gone. I didn't want to do a super large order to start because you can't even see the pins. I didn't want to do a super large order to start because I wasn't sure what would sell. So, I was going to do totes and pencil cases and notepads, and I just thought like that was a big outlay. Just this and the washi tape was kind of a lot, and I don't know if I even have like enough people that would want to buy stuff. So for now, we're going to stick with these, and we'll see how the first launch goes and if people like things or not. Yeah, I really like how they turned out. It was really cool to open them up and be able to hold them in my hands. It's one thing to design something like in a computer program, and then a whole nother thing to like be able to hold it. And the gold is so shiny and pretty, and I don't know. It was just really cool. It was really fun. And I will have a whole video on how to make enamel pins as well coming. I've started, well, it's mostly filmed now. And I'm not sure when it'll be up, but that'll be coming as well for anybody who wants to make their own. So yeah, those are the pins. If anybody wants to be notified of when the shop is going to launch, I'll tell people on Instagram and here on YouTube too. I really like cardinals too, Melissa. I kind of feel like they're sort of my good luck bird. Whenever I see one, I feel like I'm going to have a good day. Yeah, so if you want to be notified, I'll post it in the community tab here on YouTube, but also over on my Instagram. And then also, I'm pretty sure there is a sign up, like an email subscription sign up on my website, which was the www.winterwoodsstudio.com. If you sign up for the email, I will send out a notification. I don't know, a couple days before. I have to figure out how to do that because I've never done it. Yeah. Otherwise, I'll probably put up a notification on Instagram, like I said, as well. Yep, and Tracy, the Patreons, you guys are, if I can figure out how to do it, you guys are going to have a 24-hour early access to the shop because, like I said, things are limited. So I will open the shop up to my Patreons, I think 24 hours before I open it to everybody else. My $4 and up Patreons. As long as I can figure out how to do it. And I'm working on that right now. Otherwise, if I can't figure out like how to do that, I'll probably put a post up on Patreon and say like, if you want to reserve something, let me know and put it in the comments below and I'll reserve stuff for you. but I think I've got it figured out. I think I've got it figured out on how to open it up to the patrons separately 24 hours ahead. I hope. We'll see. I'll keep you updated on Patreon as well. So yeah. So now I'm just waiting for the washi tape to come. And like I said, I'm hoping for, you know, the sooner in September that it could be done, I'd like to do it. But last I heard, so like they updated me with the washi tape as it went on. Oh, thank you, Melissa. I swear I put one up and I can't, I don't know. Like I said, when I don't sleep well, I don't think very clearly. So yeah, I'm a little nervous about doing the live stream today because who knows what I'll say. That's okay, Melissa. I won't send you two. I'll just send you one notification when it's gonna launch. Yeah, so yeah, I'm a little bit of a wild card today from the lack of sleep. So hopefully I don't say anything really crazy. We'll see. Yeah. So I think that was all I was going to say about the pins. Oh, yeah. The last I heard about the washi tape was, so like they notify you. Yeah, I know, Tara. It's rough, isn't it? Sometimes I don't know what to say about it. My favorite thing is I just go, life, huh? I don't know. I say it all the time because, like, what else can you say? Sometimes it just is what it is, which is another thing I say a lot. Yeah. So the washi tape, the last I heard, so they text you as it goes through the manufacturing. Hi, Lise. It's good to see you. Ooh, 14. That's good. It's better than nobody. Sometimes afraid nobody's going to be here. It's okay, Carol. I was late too. I didn't even start till like 1:07, so you're not the only one who's late. For everybody who's just joining, I was just doing my pin reveal. These are the two pin designs that the two pin designs I made. Because my first shop launch is going to be bird themed. The colors aren't as bright on here as they are in real life. I'm noticing, at least on my, this is more of a goldeny yellow, and it looks like lemon yellow on my computer screen, but, yeah, Elise, I was worried that was going to happen today, because I didn't do a very good job notifying people, and I missed it last week, so I was afraid people would not show up, so... Thank you, Carol. Thank you. I said earlier I was a little afraid to show everybody because I had somebody tell me they didn't like them. Oh, now it's not going to focus. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There it goes. So I was a little bit afraid to show everybody, but yeah, these are my pins. I have, like I said, 30 of each, but I'm probably not going to sell all of them. I'll probably keep 5 back. So there's 25 of each. Thank you, Melissa. Yeah. So, and they will be up when my shop launches. And you can sign up. Melissa was kind enough to tell me I did indeed put the sign up over on my shop. So it's up if you sign, like, your email subscription, sign up. I will send out notifications before I launch. I don't have a set day yet. To launch. So, but like I said, as early in September as I can manage. I'm waiting for the washi tape. I think I started to say that a bunch of times. So they tell you where it is in each stage, and it went through, they made the plates for it first, then it went to printing, then it went to cutting, and I think it's in packaging now. And then once it goes from packaging, it has to ship to, I went through like a company. Like, I think there was a middleman. I think they ordered the tape from someone else. But they were super helpful. And they, like, I didn't know what I was doing. So they worked with me and made sure the washi tape, as I was saying, one is a goldfinch washi tape and one is a blue jay washi tape. And, like, at first all their heads were cut off. And it was kind of a disaster. And they worked with me multiple times to make sure I got the design okay. So I'm waiting for that. I'm hoping maybe in the next 2 weeks, but we'll see. My kids go back to school September 5th. So anytime after that would be good for a shop launch if I can get stuff up as quick as I can. So it is really hard to talk when you're tired. And like I said, I did not sleep the last 2 nights, and I had my biologic shot this morning, and I'm a wild card today. Hopefully I don't say anything really weird. I was up a lot last night. Last night was a rough night. I was up, like, I didn't even go to bed. I think I fell asleep like a little bit after 11:30, and then actually before I put these away, I had, these just came today. So I don't know if I ordered these. I don't know if they're gonna work or anything, but these are like, here, let me zoom out a little bit again so you can see what I'm showing. These are little backing cards with nothing printed on them. Again, I wanted to see if stuff even sells before I invest in like ordering backing cards with stuff printing on them. Yes, the price is probably going to be somewhere between $10 and $12. I haven't decided exactly yet, but I'm thinking that's where I would like to be for these. Yeah, somewhere in there. And I think the washi tape, oh, I'm having a mind blank. It's 10-meter rolls of tape, 15-millimeter wide washi tape, and I feel like I was thinking $6, but it could be, I think it's 6. It's the longer tape, because I know they had 5-millimeter tape or 10-millimeter tape. Well, I'm trying to keep things reasonable. The thing with like stuff like the pins and the washi tape is the more you order, the cheaper it is. So like I won't be making as much profit on these because I only ordered 30 of each. But like if you get up to ordering like 300 of each, then that would be a great price to have those. And I'm hoping at some point to order like 300 of each, and that's where I would price them at if I was ordering 300 of each instead of 30, if that makes sense. So even though I won't get as much of a profit now, I'm hoping to continue to make like new designs and stuff and price them at those designs in the future. Yeah, so like for example with I think, so one of the reasons I didn't do the notepads, yeah, one of so the notepads were like ridiculously expensive for a small batch. I had to order at least 150 to make like a profit, because they were like, a 5x8 notepad that you would write like a grocery list on. And I really wanted to do notepads because I love notepads. But like if I ordered 50 of them, they were something like $8.50 or $9 a piece. And I was like, that's like more than I would want to sell it for, let alone buy it myself. So like I would have had to pay, I think it was like $8.50 or $9 for a notepad for 30 or 50. And I was like, I'd have to sell it like a 5x8 notepad for like, and then you have to figure in shipping and everything. And I was like, I wouldn't even want to buy a notepad for $9. But then if you go up, I think it was 250, then all of a sudden they're down to like $3 a piece. And that makes it much more reasonable. So like if you had like $3 a piece for a notepad, then you could, sell them for $6 and make some money. But like I said, the more you order, the cheaper it is per item, if that makes sense. So we will see what happens as we go farther along. I'm hoping to continue to do stuff, and like make new designs and stuff. I've already sort of started thinking about like Christmas things. Yeah, I'm sure notepads are easy to make, Carol, but I don't know how much I can take on, if that makes sense. I'm already feeling pretty burnt out, honestly. That could just be because I haven't been sleeping well and I had my shot today. But this week was hard for me. Last week was hard too. I'm trying to keep up with the YouTube and Patreon, and I have like sponsored videos now, so those come with a time frame I have to get them done in. Yep. Yeah, it is, Melissa. It's going to be a lot of work for packing and shipping, and I'm thinking, I don't know for sure. I know some people, so when I had my Etsy shop for my jewelry, I had it open year round, and like from November 1st to December 12th was horrendous. I don't want to do that again. I kind of think maybe some of that might have been why I had mild to moderate Crohn's before the last 6 years. And I don't know if it's a combination of really late nights and working really hard on that shop and packing everything and shipping all by myself, or having kids and, sleepless nights. But yeah. So I don't know if I'll keep my shop open all the time. I guess if I am only getting a few orders every day, it wouldn't be a big deal. But it might be stress 100% makes it worse. And yes, the children are a full-time job. They are. And they've been home with me all summer, and it has been, I meant to do tutorials on Patreon, and I cannot find blocks of time to film where I am uninterrupted, we'll say. Yeah. So like I said, they're going back to school September 5th, and I'm hoping to do more tutorials both for my YouTube and my Patreon once they're back in school, and there's more time where I'm uninterrupted. But, yeah. So anyway, I got these little cards. I didn't have anything printed. They're, I can maybe put a sticker on them or something, but I wanted to see, I don't know, and I got these little bags. I'd like to do glassine at some point because it's better on the environment, but honestly, I couldn't afford them right now. Right? Yeah. Terry says she can't take a photo for her Instagram without a cat or a child photobombing. Yes. And in fact, if you've watched any of my YouTube videos, every now and then my youngest son's hand will show up in the lower corner of the video. And yes, they're both boys. And they're very loud. I don't know for sure if this will work for mine. I don't know if they're in a row, but this is a pin clutch remover. And it's supposed to make things easier to take off. I just got the small size to try. Let's see if this works. So you're supposed to be able to just wiggle them on here. Uh-oh. I think the pins may not be placed right. They're not. So for this one at least, I'll have to... These bigger ones, I had 2 pins because I didn't want them drooping on a shirt. This would work good for one. But I'm thinking... Yeah, for now, just these plain black cards. And hopefully they fit in these bags. Like I said, there's 30 of each, so it's not like it's going to be that much work to take all the backs off of these. But if you were doing 300 of each, then it would be a lot of work. So I'm just going to check these, and then for those of you who arrived late, I don't know if these are going to work either. They might be a little bit too small. I'm really hoping they work, because I ordered 100 of them, or 200 or something. They work! That's great! Okay, so that will be how they will come, in this nice little envelope. Here, let's see if I can zoom in. A nice little envelope. Focus on a card like that. So that's how they'll come. I still have to figure out shipping boxes too. I better get on that. I'm gonna have to order shipping boxes for larger size stuff. I'm gonna want to polish that before I put it in its actual. Tracy says that one's hers. Yes, the fingers are probably going to be ouchy by the time I get all the backs off and poke everything through, but that's okay. All right, so let's get this out of the way. And then I know some people joined us late, so what I had decided to do, because I didn't sleep well and because it was my shot day this morning and I'm tired, I just took my Canson XL, let's zoom back out. My Canson XL Mixed Media Sketchbook. This is the 9x12. And you guys, if you are on Dick Blick ever, today and tomorrow. I don't know how long it's lasting, but they're selling all of the Canson papers and sketchbooks really cheap. So I can't remember how much off they were. But I remember that the smaller size, I have mine here somewhere. Here it is. This size. The 5.5 by 8.5. They used to be $7 at Walmart, and my Walmart doesn't carry them anymore. And they are now on sale on Dick Blick for $7.69 each. And I'm going to buy 2. And probably 2 of this one, which is also on sale, but I can't remember the price. I cannot get these at Walmart anymore, and they are not normally $6.79 on Blick. So I'm going to try to order some of those this afternoon if I have time. Is that what it is? Buy one, get one for the 9x12. Yeah, I know their watercolor paper is on sale. Their black sketchbooks are on sale. All of the Canson stuff is on sale. So hopefully I have some time to do that later. But I have these 2 pages. I put this golden pastel ground on it. Let's see if I can. I'm trying to. It's dark over here. My other light is over here now, so it's not. Why won't it focus? Now it's focused. This is the golden pastel ground, and I have been painting everything with it lately. I said they didn't like them. Didn't like what? So the pins? It wasn't a person who follows me. It was a family member who said they didn't like them. So my Walmart is selling like the bee paper and stuff like that. They do not have Poscas at all because I would snap those up. Thank you, Melissa. Yeah, $6.79 for the 5.5 by 8, which is, I like to take that size with me a lot. They're mixed media for when I go outside and stuff. And I am going to be getting some. Yeah, so I pulled out every single soft pastel I own, and I wanted to try this and see what I think. I can feel, it feels like sand. Like it went from just a regular mixed media piece of paper to feeling like a UArt sanded paper. I can feel it. There's like a grit in there. So I just wanted to just play with all my soft pastels. Let's see. So I've got some Unison soft pastels. I've got my Sennelier soft pastels. I've got my Rembrandts. I have the Paul Rubens that I got for free from Paul Rubin. And I have my Prismacolor new pastels. So does anybody have why can't I talk today? I seriously can't talk. Does anybody want to tell me which set to start with? Which set you'd like me to start swatching first? Again, Sennelier, Rembrandt, New Pastel, and Unison, and the Paul Rubens set I have. I hope so. I just got the little one because I haven't tried it yet. I don't know. I haven't tried it. This is my very first impression on whether or not I like it or not. I don't tend to order any of my stuff from soft pastel. Sorry, Melissa. I didn't. I know I should probably have worked on the oil pastel painting today, but I was tired and I couldn't do it. I couldn't pull it out today. I don't know. Like doing like a real piece like that takes a level of thinking I don't think I'm capable of today. Kids do interrupt. Yep. Okay, well, if nobody has a preference, I would like to try my Unison pastels first. So I've got, I don't remember what I have even. One of these I think is a landscape set. I think this is maybe the landscape set. And one is the beginner set. And then I have the small box of greens down here. One of the other things I'm doing is I know I'd like to expand some of my soft pastels, but I don't know. Oh, Melissa says she wants to see the Paul Rubens first. Well, we'll do that then. Because I don't care what order we do them. So this was the big set of 72. I'm trying to figure out, I'm going to flip this for now so there's room for both. I'm trying to figure out, I know I want some more soft pastels, but I don't know which brand. I know I want some more colors. I don't have enough colors. I want like some more lights and some more darks, but I don't know what brand to buy. So I kind of thought I could check out the pastel ground and can you see everything? Check out the, you know what, let's put this over here. Then we have more room. Check out the pastel ground and see what I think. Yeah, that goes on just like a, it's probably not as gritty as a UArt paper, but it's definitely has like some grit to it. It's not like I'm just doing pastels on, like it's definitely gritty. I like it. I think this is a great idea. I think I'm going to probably get a bigger bottle of this when I order more sketchbooks tonight. Yeah, I like this. Because then you can paint a couple pages in your sketchbook and then you can take it out and take your pastels and you could do like pastel drawings on an actual like sanded surface without having to worry about like taping down UArt paper and all of that. I like the Rembrandts. I have a bunch of the half stick of the Rembrandts. I got them because the new pastels were my harder pastels that I would do for the underlayers. And I can no longer get them open stock anywhere. I have not been able to find open stock new pastels anywhere. So I got the Rembrandts because I heard that they were harder and I was hoping that they would be a replacement for the new pastels because those you can. I did not have to, nope, I painted this morning. I used this, the golden pastel ground, and I don't remember how much this small jar is. This was the smallest jar. I know they have it on Amazon and Blick, but I'm drawing a blank on the price. Yeah, I have no idea. I did just one coat, and I did it this morning at like 6:30, 6, because I wasn't sleeping. So it was, and now it's 1:43, and it's totally dry. I don't think I needed 2 layers. It's a little streaky, but I intended this like for swatching and like for doing, you know, taking it out maybe outside and doing some plain air pieces. And honestly, it's not, and in fact, this was, I did several pages and I let them dry for a couple hours. And I think the next layer was less streaky. It was, I switched brushes. The brush was digging too hard into the pastel. So that's why there's some lines there and I got a softer brush and it got better. I have the Liquitex Clear Gesso. I got it in my last art haul, but I have not tried it yet. My thinking is I looked at it. It is just like regular gesso. It does not have, you know, anything gritty added to it. Well, I mean, regular gesso for painting like acrylics and oil is somewhat toothy because it's meant for the paint to, you know, stick to the toothiness of it. But this has actual like sand in it. It's you can feel it. It feels like a fine grit nail file or some sandpaper. And it is so this has actual like sand in it. I'm not making sense. So like I said, regular gesso is toothy, but I would call this gritty, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's a higher level of grittiness from what I can tell. I do not know how much this is. Oh, maybe she's asking Tara. I think, I mean, you could probably. This is like, I don't, as far as where I live, our beach sand would be much too coarse to do something like this. But if you could like order some really fine sand, I don't know. I'm having trouble following the comments today. I'm sorry. And this is translucent. So actually I did, here I'll show you. I did a page in my black Canson sketchbook too, just because I thought it would be fun to try stuff on here. This is the big honkin' one. Let's see, so this page has the, so this is, it's translucent. It's not transparent. So there is, and I think maybe because of the lights, it's looking a little bit whiter than it is in real life. It is not, it's not quite as white as I'm seeing on the camera. So I did 2 pages in here as well. So translucent, not clear. It does have a bit of a off-white color to it, but not as bright as I'm seeing on there. I don't mean to be an influencer. I just like to try different stuff and then I like to tell people about it. Yes, it is golden. It is the golden pastel ground. And I am already knowing that I'm going to buy a bigger jar because I really like that it's in a sketchbook. I like that I can take it out and do stuff with it and not have to like tape if you've ever used the UArt paper, it's really curled. And actually, if you want to see an example of that, I have a video coming for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. You guys, if you know, I was on the no art supply buy from I think it was May 28th until August 1st. Yeah, that's over. The no buy is all done. I have the biggest art haul I've ever done coming up tomorrow. So if you don't want to buy more stuff, don't watch it. Yeah, because I ran out of a bunch of stuff. And then like there was a bunch of new stuff I wanted to try. And it ended up being, and then there's like some organizational stuff. I'm not going to give anything away, but like there's some organizational stuff for organizing a studio in there. And like, you know, yeah, so that's going up tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. And the reason I bring that up is if you have ever used UArt paper, and you will see it because I replaced my UArt because I ran out, it's often cupped, like it comes cupped. So I opened the package in the thing tomorrow and like lift it out and it's like curled, but I found a way, I think, to fix it. And that is also in the haul tomorrow. So UArt is, I love the paper, but that cupping drives me crazy. And like, how do you sell something that's cupped like that? But I think I found a way to fix it. So the supplies for fixing it will be in the haul tomorrow as well. And I will have to like do a tutorial on it or something and let you guys see what I did and see how it turned out. But yeah, so yeah, yeah. Uh-oh, there's only 2 left on Amazon. I'll have to order mine from Blick now. I should have ordered mine before I started talking about it. That's okay. Yeah, I don't remember what I was saying now. Anyway, this is nice. I'm enjoying this. And I think this is, you know, much, so let's see how much is in here. I did front and back like this. So front, back, and then the next page, front, back, plus two pages in that really big black Canson one, and that was 11 by 14 inches. Plus in one of the little Canson sketchbooks, I did front and back another 4 pages. And I still have like half a jar left. Maybe a little more than half a jar. So, I mean, that's way cheaper than paper. Way cheaper than paper. UArt would be the closest, but UArt is, I think, if you're getting this size paper, I want to say it's $3 a sheet. And that's the cheapest that I use. So, Lux Archival does not cup, but it is super, super expensive. It is, I think, $41 for 5 sheets of the 11 by 14 on Blick, and you cannot buy it on Amazon. I'm having trouble remembering things today, guys, because I didn't sleep. And hi, Autumn. It's nice to see you. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. So that is super, super expensive. So I don't know, whatever 40 is divided by 5. That's how much a sheet the Luxe Archival is. There's also the, I always get the name screwed up. I feel like it's Art Spectrum Color Fix, but sometimes I say, no, that's got to be right. Sometimes I say Art Fix. No, I don't know. That one is in between the Luxe Archival and the UArt in price. But so like we said, this was what, $15? And I did, so 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets of 9 by 12, 2 sheets of 11 by 14, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 of the, what did I say? The small Cansons that I just showed. I think they're 5 by 8. And I only used half. Color Fix is right. Good. So I only used half for all of those sheets, and I still have half left, and this is 15, so I used like $7 to make all of those sheets. So by far the cheapest so far. Yes, I have some streaks in here. That was me not being careful applying it. I could have used, for my paintings when I'm putting real gesso on, I love the Clairefontaine for pastel pencils and colored pencils too. That is my favorite for pastel pencils. I don't use anything else other than Clairefontaine when I'm doing the pastel pencils. But that is pricey as well. I think that might be like maybe $5.60 a sheet. I don't know. So yeah, a lot of coverage for not a lot of money. And I purposely wanted to take like look at, that's not even in the line. Oh boy, I hope I get some sleep tonight, you guys. I wanted to take a sketchbook out with me with some pastels and, you know, go out in the woods and not worry about it. This is me, where it's liney like this. Here, I'll see if I can zoom in. That was me not applying it good because I did it at 6 this morning after being like up since 2 in the morning. I just wasn't being careful. And I had a big thick brush and I was just like, let's slap some on here. I used a brush, and that's so when I'm doing a canvas for oil painting or acrylic, it's like a soft, clear silicone spreader. And if I had been thinking, I would have used this on here because that would have eliminated these lines. I wasn't thinking. So next time I do it, I'm going to use the clear spreader. Yeah, I don't know if that's in any of my everyday links. I could put that. Speaking of being an influencer, Amazon thinks that I now have enough followers to have my own storefront on Amazon. I have not started putting anything in it yet. I need to do that. I should put everything that I use in there, and then I can just tell people, like, if you want to find it, it's in there. They told me that, like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, and I haven't done anything because it's been kind of a rough summer, but I'll do that at some point, and then I'll put everything I use, including like little things like that don't generally make it into a video. In the I made them a lot bigger. So yeah. And then generally what I do is when I'm doing something like this in a sketchbook, I put tracing paper or glassine over it and then tape it down. Or if I don't care about color shift, I will take because this is, I think it's is it the same brand? The Art Spectrum, it's the Degas spray soft pastel spray, and the label is like a rainbow, you know? It kind of reminds me of a hairspray bottle. That is an excellent thing for spraying things and having it dry and being non-toxic and not stinky. My second favorite fixative, if I'm going to use it, is Oh, the Sennelier Soft Pastel Fixative, but that one is a stinky one and one you need to use outdoors. The other one is totally non-toxic. And I like it a lot. I use that one all winter long because I don't really have anywhere to spray a toxic spray. And it gets cold. All those sprays, they've got to be like 40 degrees and above to use. And it is not that here in the winter. This is a pretty color. This is the Paul Rubens set of 72. I'm just going to swatch all of my soft pastels and see what I think. This is the Paul Rubens set of 72 that I got for free just to try out. And that color reminds me kind of the Terry Ludwig eggplant one that everybody loves so much. Someday I'll get my hands on one. I'd like to try some Terry Ludwigs, but so far they've been out of my price range. Has anybody tried Terry Ludwigs? And if so, what do you think? Are they worth the money or not really? I was looking at them a little bit this weekend because my birthday is coming up. But I just don't know, like, are they worth the money? Because they are expensive, man. So if you guys have tried them and like them or think they're worth the money, let me know. You probably can't see that, but when I'm using soft pastels, I stand up the ones that I use like that, so I know which ones I used, and I keep forgetting and doing it. Even though I'm just gonna have to shut the lid on this in a minute. Yeah, so this summer I've really been enjoying the oil pastels and the soft pastels. I meant to do more oil painting and acrylic, and I did not. Mostly because I think it ended up being more of a stressful summer than I was expecting. I do have all that stuff out, and I'm hoping this coming week, Monday, I'd like to get into some oil painting. I would like to kind of focus on oil painting and soft pastels for the fall, and oil pastels, because so far that's what I'm enjoying the most. I'm kind of burnt out on watercolor and colored pencil. Although I do still have one watercolor and colored pencil video coming, sometime here in August, I think. Yeah, I was feeling a little burnt out. And I'd like to switch mediums for a while. And I don't know, for those of you who missed the start of the live stream, I'm just going to show them again because I know we're getting sort of near the end. I put this one on the card already, so I'll show that first. If you can see it. My pins are in, and I have a goldfinch pin. I don't want to get the card dirty. The goldfinch pin and the blue jay pin. Whoops, oops. Focus. There we go. Blue jay pin. So those will be coming up in my shop launch when I finally launch it, which should be somewhere in early to mid-September. And I told everybody, am I going to do any gouache? I think I might. Gouache is another one that I've really been enjoying. I actually think I like gouache better than watercolor. Yeah, I do. And I want to do some tutorials or speed paintings or short tutorials with the Turner acrylic gouache that I got a while back that I've been using for a while. I'm really enjoying that. And I got the Shinhan designer's gouache in that package from Shinhan, and I love that stuff. It is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I think I might like it better than the Winsor and Newton designer's gouache. The only problem is I can't find anywhere other than Jackson's where there is open stock available. And to where I am, it's $21 shipping, I think, for like one thing. I think somebody told me if you spend $150 there, then you get free shipping. But I haven't had an order that I wanted to place with them for that much. So, the Shinhan gouache is supposed to be light fast. It is done with the ATSM ratings, and it is rated with it. And it is used a lot in other countries. I would test it first. I like these pastels. I would test first before I sell something. I just and I did a poll about it on my YouTube community. And surprisingly, more people use non-light fast stuff than light fast. I just feel like, what if I want to sell something someday? I want to make sure that, you know, it's going to last. So I like to use light fast things. The thing about light fastness is, even if the tube says it's light fast and the pigment is supposed to be light fast, that doesn't mean it's light fast. And all the companies do it. One of the notable examples of that would be Daniel Smith and their watercolors. So you can frame it with UV glass. UV glass is very, very expensive, and sometimes it can be cloudy. So some people don't like to use it. But yeah, it's very expensive as well. Like, I have not found anywhere to buy UV glass yet. I've been looking, but not yet. So I know it's out there because people always are recommending it, but I have not found any. So this would be, it does feel like UArt. And here, let's just do some. It feels like UArt. I think if you're going to be blending with your fingers, it's going to feel a little rough. I don't think it would take as many layers as the UArt, unless you did, maybe if you did more layers of the ground. To me, it feels very similar to UArt. Let's just do another blend here. It's going to hurt your fingers if you do too much blending on it. And then let's do, but so does UArt. UArt hurts my fingers too. So actually, it's not as bad as UArt. It's not as rough on my hand. It will eventually start to hurt your fingers if you're blending with your fingers, but probably not as fast as UArt. My fingers are dirty. Yeah, I like it. I do. I like it. I'm going to buy more of this. I like it a lot. And like I said, a lot of coverage for not a lot of money. Great for sketchbooks and practicing. This is one layer. And like I said, the lines, that was me. That was user error. Yeah, let's see if I can. So this spread here, let's zoom out. Oh, that's as far as it goes. So these two pages I did with the first brush that was kind of rough. And then I switched to a softer brush here, and you can, I don't know if you can even see it, but this has like some, here, I will zoom back in. See how you can see the lines here? So I switched to a much less rough brush here, and there's a whole lot less lines. That's where I stuck my elbow in it. Yeah, you can see it on there. So this was all just one layer. Yeah, I like it. I'm going to buy more. I like it a lot for sketchbooks. Way cheaper than anything else I've tried, and great for practicing, I think. Yay! That's great. Double the people. Yeah. So as long as like you're using like the acid-free, this is for sure archival. You know, and then it's down to the pastels you use. I've been hearing some things about pastels. I love my Sennelier pastels, but I've been hearing some things about some of their colors not being as light fast as they claim. And I was talking just a minute ago with the Daniel Smith and the whole, like, all the companies do it. It's not just Daniel Smith. People got so upset at Daniel Smith because their watercolors weren't as light fast as they said they were on the tubes. All the companies do it. So, and it doesn't matter which medium you're using either. The only way to be sure you're using light fast materials is to light fast test them yourselves. And I did my, what's in my window out there? I think my Shinhan PWC watercolors are being tested. All the Daniel Smith colors I own are being tested. And, so Prismacolor, their rating system is they have like 50 plus and then 25 to 50. And I sorted out every one of my 25 to 50, years of light fastness pencils, and I'm testing those out there too, because I prefer to have things closer to 50. So if I put everything out there, I feel like end of April, early May, and I was just thinking it's maybe getting time to take them in and check them and see what they're doing. The only way to know for sure is to test it yourself. So any light fast rating, even if it's from a super expensive company, take it with a grain of salt. As far as soft pastels, I hear that they're not as great as other mediums, and they never had to adhere to the ASTM until... Yeah, so even with the pigment specs, like, the way they process the pigment can change the light fastness. So, like, I don't know how it works because I'm not a scientist, but I do know that particle size matters, and, like, I don't know if it's called baking or roasting or cooking, but they'll heat treat some of the pigments, and that will change things. So pigment number helps, but it's not always 100%, if that makes sense. And in the end, all you can do is your best. Like, if you can't light fast test every single thing that you own and, you know, you sell a piece and you do your best, then, you know, it is what it is. I drew a while back some orchids with a colored pencil. I didn't sell it. But I purposely, like, so some of the colored pencils in there were in the 25 to 50 year range. And that would be one where I would say I'd frame it with UV glass, because what are you going to do? It is what it is. Yeah, so all you can do is do your best. I don't even have a paper towel. I don't know. I'll have to wipe it on my sock. Don't do what I'm doing. Okay, that's as clean as I can get it. Like I said, didn't sleep good last night, really not thinking. Yeah. I didn't want to wipe it on my pants because I'm wearing, like, nice jeans, which was not smart either. Yeah. Anyway, so does anybody have any questions or anything they want to ask? I don't think I'm going to do the rest of the colors right now because I'm tired and hot. So, no, I won't lick it off. And here I'm touching my water bottle as I say I won't lick it off. I'm trying not to touch it. I can't. We have stuff. We have family stuff this weekend, and that's partly why I'm so tired, because we had family stuff last weekend and all this week too, and I cannot take a nap. I'm going to have to host people shortly. So, you know, we just do the best we can. Hopefully, like I said, I took my shot this morning, so it's like it wears off too soon for my Crohn's disease. It wears off too soon, I think. You know, I do need an apron. I do. You're right, Marie. Yeah. So I'm thinking that's probably about it for today. That was an hour. I think I started it at 1:07. So, yeah. I'm just, it is what it is. But I'm thinking after Monday, I need to put something here. After Monday, things should get easier. And then when my kids go back to school, it'll get easier yet. It's just a waiting game now at this point. Oh, good. I made an hour. That's good. So, yeah, they'll go back to school on the 5th, and I should have more time. And, yeah, just more time for everything, including naps and art and all the good stuff. Although then I have to worry about, like, you know, them coming home with illnesses. Last year was really rough. Last year we had 14 separate illnesses brought home by one child or another. We didn't all get every single one, but, you know, I'm the mom, so I take care of everybody when they're sick. It was mostly colds. We had one mild tummy bug, influenza A, strep, the one that I can't say, we had that. It was a rough year. I'm really hoping this year is better than last year because it felt like a never-ending cycle of people being sick and me having to take care of people. The other thing I want to do before school starts is do some freezer meals for this winter and like make and freeze them and throw them in the deep freeze so that I have them, because last year was last year was awful. I'm just gonna be blunt. It was awful. It was awful. Yes, kids are petri dishes. I keep hoping it'll get better. The year before that wasn't so bad. But yeah. Yeah, if you don't like being sick, then yeah. Kids are yeah. So anyway, you guys, I had fun. I'm glad I did that. I could put my pins back up for anybody who didn't see them. There they are again. I don't know, like I said, yes, food prep is life-saving. And I did not, like, I wasn't expecting last year to be that bad, so I had, like, a few things frozen, but, like, I think I should try to aim for at least 4 meals per month. So, yep. So those are the pins, you guys. I do not know when the shop is launching yet, but I'm aiming for early to mid-September. I'm waiting for the washi tape, which is one washi tape is Blue Jay themed and one is Goldfinch themed. Yeah, I feel, Elise, I hear you. I feel like they got so much last year. Like, you'd think we'd have some immunity to all of it this year, maybe. Yeah. But I'm a little traumatized from last year still. So I'm on the one hand, it'll be nice to have some uninterrupted working time, but on the other hand, I am dreading the illnesses. So, thanks, Tracy. Like I said, so I will post on YouTube, the community tab, and Patreon, and my Instagram before the shop opens. Patrons will have first dibs if I can manage it. I'll figure out a way that they have access to stuff 24 hours before because everything is limited. I did small runs for everything to figure out what people would like. And yeah, I think that's all I had to say today. I had fun. This was like a relaxing thing to do. Sorry I couldn't do the oil painting, but I couldn't. I didn't have the brain capacity to, not the oil painting. See, I can't even talk right. The oil pastels. I didn't have the brain capacity to do those today. So, yeah. Hopefully I didn't say anything horribly embarrassing. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Have them all shower as soon as they get home. Yeah. Maybe that might be a, I feel like once, like, we have all the kids out of, or both the kids out of elementary, hopefully it'll get better. I feel like as long as, and my oldest son is now out of elementary, but my youngest one isn't. And I feel like as long as he's circulating with all those kids that are in 5th grade and under, I don't know. Say it. Yeah, Tracy. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, I get bored with medium, so I have to, like, flip around sometimes, and sometimes like I don't know. I'm still liking oil pastels, but I'm getting kind of bored with watercolor, and I think I might need to take a break for a while. But I do have, and I was wrong, I actually have 2 watercolor videos coming. I said 1, but there's 2. So, anyway, yeah, it was nice to see you all today, and I am foreseeing that I should be here again next Friday, hopefully. They always wash their hands as soon as they come in the door. For sure. That is a house rule, and it has been since the very first tummy bug that ripped through our house with our youngest son. Hands washed as soon as you get home and change into play clothes and not school clothes. Don't sit on my couch with your school clothes. I don't know where they have been. Yeah. So, okay, you guys, I had a good time, and I will be here next Friday. There is a giant art haul video coming tomorrow morning because my no-buy was up on August 1st, and I needed stuff. So that will be up tomorrow, and I will see you all next week. And thank you for being here. I hope you had fun, even if it wasn't exactly what I had planned to do, but hopefully it was fun. All right, you guys, I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate the support. Bye.